everybody. Hope you're doing alright today. Have you ever felt like you were just messed up and jacked up and just not any good for anything? You know, you feel like you have flaws and it's hard for you to see past them, or you feel like people can't see past them to see who you really are. And you're not alone in that. We all have flaws, is the truth of the matter, and we all have good things about ourselves too. A lot of times the negative thinking and the negative self-talk we have will have us focus on all the things that is not perfect. And we're all perfectly imperfectly made for a reason. So you just got to find out who you are and what your passion is and what it is about you that makes you unique. You know, you're already different from everybody else. You know, you may have been feeling, like me at times in my life, like you're just different, you're set apart. And that's not always a bad thing. You know, I want to share something with you. You know, for me, particularly when I was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar and the mental health stuff, it kind of threw me back because it caused me to, the way I perceived it was that, okay, well, now I'm really jacked up. You know, I'm really, really just messed up, and there is really no hope for me. All them things I was telling myself, and I was making myself feel like I was not valuable, that there was nothing good for me because I was damaged goods. I was just, hopeless. And that's just not the case, and I stress that, quite a bit because for people that struggle with mental health issues like myself, we already have stigma sometimes that's associated with the things we've been through or where we come from, particularly in poverty, and like me being on disability, that right there is a stigma to it in itself because I feel like I'm in the less than. But in reality, we have a lot to bring to the table. We have a lot of experience, we have a lot of experience of being in, maybe in bad situations, but we have a lot of experience in situations that a lot of average people haven't been. It's not a good thing that we went through that. We hope to have not been through those things, but because we have, if you find yourself, someone who has gone through those things, you can take all that experience and knowledge of where you've been, and you should be able to replicate it to teach someone else the reasons not to go. If you just be brave enough and bold enough to share your story and stand in your truth of who you are. It can take some time to discover who you are. I'm still discovering who I am. But in the middle of it all, in the middle of all my flaws and everything, I've seen a silver lining. And my silver lining is that if I can share with people my story while I struggle, of my struggle, and how I overcame it, and how I'm overcoming it, there's got to be some good in my life journey that, can be passed on to someone else that may save them some time and some heartache. And especially the younger generations coming up. We're all imperfect. We all fall short, but, with God in our lives and holding us up, anything is possible. So if I can get, through the things that I've been through in my life, I hope that I can give you some hope and, give you some kind of pathway to see your silver lining in your own life and struggles. We're all different. My struggles are different than yours. Just because I've been through some similar things you might have been through does not mean that I know exactly what it is you go through. But what it does mean is I can have empathy for you, and I understand a lot of the reasons why you may be like you are. So I know a lot of reasons that made me who I am, but the way my behavior's been in my life, I had to learn and kind of teach myself, and it's not easy, but it's very possible to find a life full of meaning. So, if you're in a hopeless place today, and you feel like you got a lot of flaws, well, I want you to grab those flaws, and I want you to lay them out before yourself, and I want you to step on them like a platform, and you do some good to help others out there to know what's possible. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.